a fun little batch of adult coloring books to show you some flip throughs. Some of these you may have seen, but a few of them maybe not, because I had never seen or heard of them. This is the new popular one going around here, this spooky coloring book by Sarah Swizik. But I have a few others, and I'm going to flip those through for you now. All of these coloring books will be linked below if you'd like to check them out or grab one for yourself. So let me just start with one you probably maybe haven't seen. These are some newer ones that were released more by unknown artists, which could very well be non-artists. It could just be, you know, sold images. It's hard to know these days, but this one is cute. I do really like the fairies in it. I do have to say that I know it wasn't professionally done. It was done more by someone putting images into a book, because you get this one, for example, that's very blurry and too zoomed in. So that's one indication right there. It was done from a photo. I do have to say, some of these coloring books where it's like, oh, someone decides, I want to sell a coloring book. I'm going to go on Fiverr and buy a batch of 50 fairy images and sell them and put them into a book and sell it. Well, this is something people are trying to do to make money. Some are using AI, and those ones actually tend to be better. Sometimes they're going to Canva, making their own from clip art. I do have to say that sometimes they are good. Like, you get a mixture. You get some good that you would actually want to do in a book, and some you can tell which should not be in there. So it's not black and white. It is hit and miss. I prefer, like, this one is perfectly crisp and clear and bold and not blurry. You know, that one looks good. And I like this one. This one looks good. You know, I prefer to support actual artists who are doing unique work, but in the end, my coloring is for enjoyment and hobby and to share with you guys, so I'm not that picky. Some of these are really good. You know, they're to scale to the little frame. This one is gorgeous. This one, again, we've got blurry. It's very blurry. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's blurry. They blew it up too much, the image of it, and it just doesn't look good. So I would not do that one. This one looks beautiful. This one I love. Another thing is, you can tell we have like a center image. They put like a clip art and put little things in to design it, because you can see the big chunky black outline of like the wings, which means it might have been more of like a clip art. And then you see little things very faint and gray. You can't even tell what they are. Some of them just kind of put all around it, like a placement. I try to steer away from those kind of pictures. This one is extremely light. This one is gorgeous again. So, you know, this book is hit and miss. I've got another bad blurry one. Same scenario as the other one. If they had all been like these gorgeous bigger ones, crisp and clear with flowers that look realistic, I think this book would have been top notch. This one looks great. This one, not impressed. This one is really pretty. It's very rarely I find coloring books I don't like. I very rarely, you've probably hardly ever heard any negative reviews on my books. Sometimes, though, we're getting more and more of these, I don't know if you call them, well, not pirated, just novice money makers that are out there trying to make a dime on selling coloring books. You get more and more of these, and it's just, it kills it. You know, you really got to search through Amazon if you're buying on Amazon, or stick with the overseas Etsy coloring books. You have to really know your artists, really watch these videos and see what you're getting. There's so many no artist name or no name coloring books on Amazon now, and you get this kind of, you know, mixture of quality. This one's good. I mean, I've seen some more way bad ones, so, but even in those way bad ones, I see a few pictures I like. So, it's hit and miss. That one's really pretty, actually. This is like a small square half-size book. Not seeing anything terrible back here. This one's really weird. You got this big, chunky, like, young coloring girl, like kid coloring book lines. And then you got these faded lines. You can't even tell what they are. Like they weren't complete or something. Like, so if I, you know, if I kept this book, I would just be like, I'm doing only like 6 or 7 in the whole book, and that's it. So, Delicate Forest Fairies. It was a good attempt. There was a couple that I really liked. I liked that one. Liked that one. I really liked that one. Loved that one. That's like probably my favorite in the whole book. So just know what you're buying. These books will be linked below. All right, let's look at another one that I was very excited about. Victorian Ladies. Again, no artist. Again, this is another sort of let's put together a book from clip art or images. Some pros and cons to this book. I'm torn on keeping it or not. I love my Lenka Fill and Inka Victorian Ladies. Those are unique, creative, individual, one-of-a-kinds. This one, I love the first picture here. You do get a lot of these portraits with plain background. I sense that these were computer generated, again, actual art pictures. Different art pictures of colorful color people in costume and or, you know, paintings or AI made pictures that they take the color out of. So, because it's like a real human face versus a drawing. Some of these are pretty good. The old vintage car, the kind of the old New York buildings, and then you get just this white space and a faded tree you can hardly see. But that looks like a real, this is based on a picture of a costumed gal, because it looks like a real picture, not like a drawing. Some of these you get these harsh black lines there on their faces or outline here, which implies a piece of a clip art or a drawing or a picture put on top of something. So the line is not subtle. Same here. This one's very pronounced. If you look at that face, this looks like a complete and total clip art to me. Giant black blocky lines. This one is like I would not touch. This one wasn't bad. It has the chunky black lines, but the whole thing is, so there's nothing that's sticking out of something else. And I don't even know what this is in the background. I guess it's a building, but it's got black here. Got another one of these obvious standout. Let's plunk a clip art on top of something else. Black lines here. If these people that are doing these books could just not be in such a hurry to slap out something for money and spend a lot of time or take a class on how to really even make your like clip art images or your AI images or look like real blended, normal, smooth transition coloring pages, they could do so much better. All it takes is a couple bad reviews to tank the sale for them. This one looks silly. There's like, it's like the hair doesn't have enough soft edges. If I can zoom in, you can see that better. If you look here, it's like her hair should end with soft edges, but they have a black line traced around it, which is kind of what you get when you take color out of a color picture. So, I mean, it could be worse. I don't know how well you can hide some of that with your coloring, but it's sad because like I do love the Victorian era. I love Victorian dresses. Some of these would be worth doing. This one is fairly pronounced, but they're all kind of like that. Then again, this is just, yeah, this is just another one. This has got to be like AI because you got this crisp line. You don't have soft facial ending here. Oh, here's what we're talking about. Look here. Look at this, you guys. There's a hand coming out of nowhere. See what I'm saying? Like, people doing this, you've got to slow down and pay attention to your details, get things right, do a good job, because some people are going to see this and be like, ugh, I had high hopes. Like, I mean, I'm torn. Like, I don't like here, we got the wheel that cuts off. Some of them are really close to being like something I'd want to color. A few of them are. This one is actually really pretty. That one is kind of fun. This one I really liked if it wasn't, I mean, I can disguise some of the lines, but I like that one a lot. I don't know. That one's really pretty with the hair and everything. This one looks completely fake. This one looks really good. It's just, see what I'm saying? It's very frustrating. Now, there are many of you out there that, oh, this one's gorgeous. There are many of you out there that don't care. If you're beginners or you're new or you just aren't picky, and that's great, then you would probably love this book. I do like some of the pictures. This one's pretty. They needed this one. Like, okay, if you're looking at this one here, right? So the consistency is important. You got the harsh, black, chunky lines on the outside, but soft, natural on the outside. So it doesn't look right. This one, everything is the thick, same thickness lines, so it looks more natural. I think I'm getting a cold. So you can get this book, see for yourself. Just do the ones you like. That's what I'm doing. Ignore the rest. But if the person that made this book is watching, take some advice. Do better. Okay, next. This one is fantastic. This is Color Questopia's New Black Background Enchanted Landscape. Color by number. Got like a real fantasy theme. Lots of fun. I'm not big on color by numbers. I have a couple. Sometimes it's fun if you don't want to have to think. And they do look good when they're done. This one has a lot of detail. I'm just like kind of, when I see, you know, number 8, red. Well, I have 100 different kinds of reds. Which red? You know, like I get so hung up on the details. Dark red, medium red, light red, pink red. Like, then I just give up and I just do it my own way. And I don't like feeling limited with my colors, but some people that are newer, just learning to color, these books are fantastic. And honestly, the pictures are really great. Like, they're going to look really gorgeous when they're done. I recommend using a little darker of all the shades so you don't see so much of the numbers through. I would love if Color Questopia could please put out this book without the color by number. For those who don't like the color by number part. I don't think there is. I didn't notice, but I don't think there is. All little dragons and ships and, oh, these are all landscapes here. We got castles and churches and fantasy. It's too hard for me to do this in my camera. Oops, I missed one. No, I didn't. Okay, enjoy bonus pages from some of our other coloring books. All color by number, 100 Seasons color by number. But Color Questopia gets really great reviews for all of their work. All of their reviews are good. Everyone I know that has them loves them, so check that out. I'm sure you guys have seen this one. Mine came damaged. There's like glue and part of the book ripped and the shipping paper was stuck to it. This book is really adorable. The size, the matte cover, the heavy weight of it. Fun, cute, like Halloween coloring. Really well thought out. Very pleased. Nice thick paper. Very like one artist that did this book. And it's really cute, thick cardstock paper. Some of the pictures, you know, aren't really ones that would appeal to me. There's not enough detail. But I love this book. The cat's kind of cute and silly. Lots of foods. And some are kind of basic. Love the little jar worlds. That was kind of odd. A lot of like bouncing around different things in here. They're all kind of different. Very like original, creative, cute. I love this one and the size of the jar. A lot of white space on some of the pages, but some people like that. I love the fact that's one artist that put out original pictures. And they're super cute. And food is hard for me. I probably will not color any food. Little critter friends. I'm just being quick because I'm sure you guys have seen this book before. Let's see. Mischief Potion. That's cute. Love the quality paper. I wish all artists would use this paper. It's like cardstock type paper. Like some of these creatures don't really blend in with the theme of the cat, but those are like the kitty's friends, I guess. That's funny. Aww. Really cute book. Really enjoyed looking through it, and I'm excited to color in this book. Lastly is by Yana Prosverina, is Moonlight Fantasy. Absolutely beautiful. The way they did all these brown and tans and grays and blacks, like with their color theme. This is going to be a great one for Halloween, and more particularly autumn and fall. And these beautiful kind of fairies in the moonlight. Lovely illustrations. Unique. Her books tend to have a lot of white space, so you can practice your pastels in the background, your water-based pencils. You can leave them white. You can do paints. Just put protective barriers between your pages. And some of them are very simple, but you can really blend like your gelatos and things in the background to give them some nice swirly, shimmery backgrounds, like shimmering paint backgrounds. And then you get like the little pictures with their names, like little tarots almost, little cards. You can do small ones and make like a card deck. And they all have names: Moonborn, Tegan, Angela, Knight, and Nona. So, fun book. A lot of fairies and a lot of line art. Have that magical moonlight feel. Very well done, very creative. So that was my little coloring book haul, the good and the bad. Take it or leave it. Just being honest with what I find, and if you guys don't like the honest reviews, then you don't have to watch. But I do try to be honest and tell you what I see when I get new books or when people send me books, and it's really dependent on what you like and what you don't like. So there's not really any wrong or right or wrong or good or bad. It's just preference. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again.